Both of you, thank you so much for being with us tonight. And while Democrats continue to sprint down the road to impeachment, it seems to be in some ways backfiring, at least with swing state voters. CNN spent yesterday scouring Michigan for impeachment supporters, but came away with this instead.
6 months ago, he thought Joe Biden might be an option. Now he says the push for impeachment has him supporting the president more than ever.
They are there for one thing now and one thing only, and that's to try to impeach the president.
And last week, MSNBC interviewed a New Hampshire voter who also wasn't sold on the impeachment hysteria.
I could care less. Business as usual between one country and another. You know, we do deals with countries all the time. We talk to people from different countries all the time. That's his job.
Joining me now, Matt Schlapp, chairman of the American Conservative Union, and Mark Levine, Democrat member of the Virginia House of Delegates, radio talk show host. All right, Mark, did Democrats forget about swing state voters before they kind of started to at least tiptoe down the road toward impeachment?
I don't think so. I think you've seen two videos of two voters and their points of view. But what's fascinating is how the support for impeachment has grown dramatically, grown like 13% in just a week. And interestingly, the point where we're at now, more people support the impeachment inquiry of this president than supported Richard Nixon. A majority of Americans, 51%, support the impeachment inquiry today. When Nixon started, it was only 38%.
So you think that what not responding to document requests by the House of Representatives is akin to obstruction? Are you going to make that argument tonight?
I think that...
Because that's what they're making.
I think if Republicans argue there's no quid pro quo, they should want no cover-up at all. They should want the president to say, all right, we have nothing to hide. Show us what's in the secret server.
So the executive branch,
turn it over.
Matt, should never protect its own branch of government, because that's never happened with the executive branch and the legislative branch are constantly jockeying for power.
Yeah, I was even troubled by the idea of releasing this transcript, right? Because once world leaders know that, you know, the contents of conversations, private conversations with our president can be leaked, that's a big problem. But let me talk about this polling real fast, Laura. The whole problem with this impeachment that people aren't talking about is that Bill Clinton was impeached and Richard Nixon would have been impeached after they had been reelected. We were years away from another presidential campaign. We have a presidential campaign a year away. That's why this smells of politics. If you don't like Trump, don't support him. Don't vote for him. Don't make the country go through this canard of a process getting into a presidential campaign.
I just think it looks to me that the Democrats are not quite as confident of their chances next November. As much as Nancy says, oh, well, it's not about politics. There's no politics. I don't think it is. This is about the Constitution.
She resisted it. She resisted it the whole time. Look, Laura, you said the Democrats shouldn't cherry pick the evidence. Don't cherry pick. Bring it all out to light. I think the Intelligence Committee should have had those hearings in public. I think the public has every right to know.
Were you arguing that when Eric Holder refused to turn over documents in Fast and Furious to the House? When he got nailed with a
I think people should be consistent here, and I think people should obey with congressional subpoenas.
So no matter.
Remember, United States v. Nixon. The Supreme Court said you can't cover up a criminal conspiracy, which is why executive privilege.
Right, but there's no conspiracy.
Well, you don't know that until we see the documents.
So the other thing is, why don't we show what crimes were committed? Because you should have a crime.
What crime is alleged? Tell me.
It's 52 U.S.C. 30121.
And the transcript?
The crime is soliciting aid from a foreign country.
I'm glad you
So I'd like to talk about this.
The transcript.
Yes.
Let me go to the transcript.
Let's go to the transcript.
I want to hear how
because he solicited interference in our elections.
Here we go. In the transcript.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also to Russia just
I don't deal in hyperbole.
No. Words. 2 days ago. Show the clip.
Adam Schiff, let's read the words. Come on.
Okay, so this is the conversation between Zelensky and Trump. Okay,
right.
I'm going to play the whole transcript, but this is the actual transcript. So they're talking about the Javelin missiles and so forth, and Zelensky says, we're ready to continue to cooperate for the next step. Specifically, we're almost ready to buy more Javelins from the United States for defense purposes. Do you know what the Javelins were?
Yeah, they were anti-tank missiles.
Do you know what part? Why was he?
Because Russia has invaded Ukraine, and we need to fight the eastern half.
Were they part of our aid package?
Yes.
No. They're not part of our aid package.
$391 million in military aid. We've given them Javelins before.
No, I'm making a point here, and I'm not trying to be cute with you, because I don't expect everyone to know everything. This was a military purchase that was authorized in April, before Zelensky got in. He was asking for an additional. This is not aid. They're buying this from us.
And Trump won't sell it until he signs on the dotted line. He says, I want you to do us a favor,
No, he didn't say he wouldn't sell it.
He said, I want you to do us a favor,
This is a freewheeling conversation. He says, I would like you to do us a favor, though, because our country has been through a lot, and Ukraine knows a lot about it. I'd like you to find out what happened, this whole situation in Ukraine. They call CrowdStrike, a lot of things that went on. The whole situation. reason I think you're surrounding yourself, I'm reading, yourself and some of the same people. I would like you to have the Attorney General call you or people. I would like you to get to the bottom of it. Where did he say he was making military aid contingent upon, quote, digging up dirt on Joe Biden? Where did he say that?
So all your readers.
The answer is he didn't say that.
All your readers, everyone on this show should go right and look at the text of Kurt Volker and look at the text.
Let's do that.
Right.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we have those.
Look at Taylor. No, let me respond to her question.
I'd love to say one thing.
Well, she's asking a question.
Okay, let's get the answer.
If you read the text, you will see a very explicit quid pro quo. And I'll tell you who knows about it. Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin said, hey, Taylor told me there's a quid pro quo. Someone's going to have to testify. He's got to say under oath.
You missed that. Okay.
Johnson said, this is the Wall Street Journal.
Okay.
Can we believe
the Wall Street Journal actually made the point about what
Johnson said that
no one follows this.
Read the Wall Street Journal.
If we're going to be consistent.
Fourth paragraph of the Journal
If we're going to be consistent with Republicans and Democrats, if the code that you cited is a crime that was committed by Trump, what about what Obama did with the Manafort investigation? What about what Biden did with the Hunter Biden investigation?
What about?
We have to have it for both.
All right, panel, we could do a whole hour. Awesome conversation. Thank you so much. And we have new details tonight that raise serious questions about the credibility of